I have on no makeup. Ooh. I don't know why I keep doing this. Like, you guys haven't seen me in like without makeup before, but I just look like I get no sleep, and it looks like I need my mustache waxed, when really it's already been waxed. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Briana. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet me. So today I decided to do a brow routine for you guys because it's actually highly recommended. Don't even try to come at me because it is highly recommended, okay? It's been recommended for like years now because I'm just great at it. Like, I'm not even gonna size myself. I'm okay at them, but people like them and people want to see routines, so I'm just gonna do that for you guys today. So basically how this is gonna go down, I'm gonna do two different brows. I'm gonna do my natural brow on this one and my normally everyday brow on this one. I have switched up my routine a little bit, which is why I now have two different types of brows. I actually just tweezed my brows and cleaned them up a little bit. They're not the best, but this one is in really good shape. And this one's a little struggle baby, but she'll get there with some castor oil. She'll get there. She will. I have hope. Enough talking. Let's jump right into the video, shall we? We shall. Let me just bring you guys in a little bit. Ooh. First things first, I'm gonna brush out my brows using my spoolie that I actually got from a mat counter. Honestly, this is like the best spoolie I've ever had, and it's because the bristles are like so close together, and I got real like bushy brows. They ain't super thick, but they're very bushy, so I like for them to be as smooth as possible, and with the help of this brush they get to that level. And I brush them upwards because I don't know, that's just what works for me. I don't like to go like that. I don't do that. See how I just basically lost the shape? So I just go upwards like this, and then I kind of like trace around like that. Now I'm gonna go in with my NYX eyebrow pencil. This tip is a little thicker than the precision brow tip, so that's the only real difference. And then it has a spoolie on the end, and this one is in the color dark brown, so that's the color I use for my brows. This brow pencil also has kind of like an angle at the top, so that kind of makes it easier for you to trace the brow, or at least it does for me. So that's why I love this pencil so much. So first I'm gonna start towards the end, starting right here. What I sometimes think about is like if I cut this end off, my eyebrow would just be a rectangle. So just start at the point of the rectangle and go downward. Go to the top of the point of the rectangle and go downward. And then I just trace the bottom of my brow. So as you can see, I kind of stopped right here on my brow because I don't like to do a super boxed brow. It's annoying, and it's not that cute to me, so yeah. So I stop about right here, and then I start making strokes in my brow, going upward like this. And for the top of my brow, as you can see, it already looks like I filled it in when really I didn't. So I like to leave it like that because this is a natural brow. Sometimes if you want, you can, like sometimes I go like right here and then fill that out, but since I just did them, I don't necessarily have to. For the sake of this video, I will. Okay, and that's the brow. Then I go back in with my MAC Spoolie, not that brush on the end of that pencil because it's not that great. And sometimes I even like to just leave these hairs hanging up like that. And now I'm gonna go to the front a little, like that. And then for the front, I use the end of the pencil. Whoa, was any of that in focus? And I'm gonna go in with my MAC Prolongwear Concealer in NW40. Now it won't focus. And what I like to do is I take this palette thing. I never use the concealers in this palette. As you can see, all my concealer is on the top because it's just a flat surface that I like to use. But what I do is I take the MAC concealer and put a pump on this little square like that. It's right there. And now I'm gonna go in with my Kiko Milano concealer brush in the number 100. It's just a flat concealer brush. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the concealer onto my brush, and now I'm gonna go ahead and line under my brow. I'm just gonna go ahead and drag that concealer down. Now I'm gonna go in with a concealer brush from Eco Tools. It's a concealer brush. And I just drag the concealer outward and downward. And then I like to draw this, not draw, but drag this upward so that it can kind of fade out the front of my brow. Okay, just like that. And generally, I drag the ends out a little more with the same pencil, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And if you need to, you can go back in and line whatever is messed up at the bottom. I actually don't have anything messed up at the bottom, which is great. For the first time, that never actually happens. But I just drew it a little bit longer so that it could match up with the end of my eye. And then of course, I go in with my Great Lash clear mascara. It's not a brow gel. I need to get an actual brow gel, but I've used this so much to the point where it's brown. So yeah. And I just go ahead and brush my brow hairs upward. And that's literally it. What is this patch in the middle of my head? No. Honestly, this brow has been the rave for me, okay? I love this brow so much. Okay, let's get into this one. So, same thing, I start out with my MAC Spoolie and brush the hairs upward. Like that. Then I go in with my Kat Von D 24-Hour Super Brow Longwear Pomade. I actually used the Anastasia Dip Brow, but they didn't have it when I went to go get some. So the Sephora lady recommended this one, so I was like, okay, I'll get it. And here we are. And since I've been using it, honestly, it's really good. It's actually kind of slept on because it's really creamy. So it's like a little goes a long way, and it dries so fast. Like I went like this. She did not come off. For the pomade brow, I like to just brush them upwards so I can focus on the bottom, and then brush them downwards so I can focus on the top. So let's get started. And for this one, I use the Benefit brow pencil with the spoolie on the end. Again, I don't really use the spoolie, so I just get a little bit on the brush at the tip, and I start lining the bottom, starting from, like I said with the last one, and start at the corner of that rectangle. So right here. And I'm just gonna draw the end of my brow. And then I just start lining the bottom of my brow. And then I get to this corner and draw the rest of the ending of my brow. That sounds so confusing. And then sometimes I like to go upwards like this to get a cleaner line. And get to the middle, drag it upwards, and then get to the front, still dragging it upwards. By the time I get to the front, it's a little bit more faded out. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time it is. Then I just use the end of the spoolie because I don't feel like picking up another one. I just drag the hairs on the top downward and trace around there. And I get a little bit more product on my brush and line the top. This pomade dries so fast. And by the time I get to the front, again, it is a little bit faded. And then I just brush my hairs back up. Okay, and that's the brow. I go back on this thing right here and I actually use a different concealer for this brow because this concealer goes along with my skin tone a little more than Fawn from the LA Pro Girl line. So I just go in with the LA Pro Girl concealer in Fawn. As you can see, this is the LA Pro and this is the MAC. See the difference? So I like to use this one more because it has more golden undertones than the MAC one. And it just brightens up a little bit more. So I go ahead and take some of that on the Kiko concealer brush, the flat top brush, and once again I line the bottom of the brow. I be doing my brows like I'm putting on mascara and I leave my mouth wide open. And I just drag that down. Whew. Okay, and I'm just going to drag that out with the same Eco Tools concealer brush. So next, I take the same plate and my Fenty Foundation and I just do a little pump on there. I know this seems like a lot, but it really isn't. Well, it actually is. But, you know, you can edit it to your own liking, you know? You can always do that. And I take some of the Fenty Foundation on the flat concealer brush and line the top. Because with this brow, I just like pure perfection. With the natural brow, it don't gotta be that perfect. But this one, pure perfection. And then I go in with the foundation brush and blend that out. See, this is a crispy brow, okay? Okay. And then if you have any mess ups, you can go back in with the pomade and your brow brush and just fix them up. That's what I'm gonna do. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and brush these hairs upwards. And I don't put brow gel on this one because the pomade makes them stay in place all day. So I don't necessarily need it. See the differences? This one looks way more natural, especially with the concealer. And this one looks like a clean, crispy, yes, brow. I miss this brow. Oh, I miss this brow so much. And it's a lot darker than this brow. Pomades, I guess. Also, one more thing, or two more things, couple more things. If you want to know what is on my face right now, honey, the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. Okay? It's like a backup foundation. It's not even, I don't even think this is it's not a foundation, it's just a powder. I don't know if it's a setting powder, I don't know. But I use it as like a foundation. And then I have Fawn under my eyes and around my mouth. And then I just did my whole face with the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. Because it's that great. Just these two things did this. Oh, and on my lips I have the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Ultra Cushion Lip Gloss in SPL. I got a little sample from Sephora. And then I put a little bit of my Kiko Milano 3D Hydra Lip Gloss over top of it in the number 08. Those two are a match, I tell you. This is like my most natural looking look I've looked all week. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys like the brows. Comment which one is your favorite brow down below. Brow 1 or brow 2. Comment down below. While you're at it, when you're done commenting, just scroll a little bit back up and hit that red subscribe button. Just tap it, you know? Just tap it, okay? And subscribe to my channel. And then you could go up a little bit more and then hit the like button. See? You know what I mean. Let's go ahead and close this video out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I make new videos every Sunday. Well, I post new videos every Sunday. I make them sometime during the week. But you picking up what I'm putting down. Cool, great, fantastic. I think that was everything I had to say. So I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye.